thank you to each and every one of you. Good 25 people for sending me the Redor Primark collab. Thanks for that.
Oh, you're really looking forward to
really
it?
Looking forward to it. My favourite was when she's like, what did she say? She says something along the lines of, I've always wanted, like when I was younger, I always wanted like cool clothes for a cheaper price. She's been signed since she was 17, right? And like pre that time, right? So Redor is 33. So you're taking it all the way back to 2007. Pennies weren't doing good shit until like 2010.
Yeah.
Do you know? So like, she's trying to say that she used to always shop in Primark because she wanted like deadly clothes for cheap. Girl, you're a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
Like,
stop trying to be relatable. Hello and very welcome along to the Unpopular Opinion podcast. My name is Jen.
I'm Carla. I'm Carla.
You're looking great today, Carla.
Am I?
Yeah, I like your sparkly eyes.
Are they showing?
You're so sparkly.
I just did a finger rub. I just did a little...
Finger to eyeball. Lovely. It's beautiful. It shows.
I just fingered my eyeball.
Finger to eyeball in the shows.
That's just what I did.
If you how's things to look after, we're on Patreon. Click the link. It's in the bio. It's in the show notes. The usual. You know.
Stala.
If you haven't had enough. You know. Over 200 posts on that. I was only going through it the other day because I don't know what I was doing on Patreon. It was like, I think it kicked me out and it made me look at it from like as if I was an outsider. I was like 200 and something. I was like, fuck. Jesus.
Come here.
I spend an awful lot of time on that, don't we?
Jesus, there's a lot going on over there.
Fuck's sake.
Didn't we do, like, there was one episode that we had and it was like 2.5 hours. Anyway, wild. Have to bring this up because it's so current, but I also don't know how I feel. So, the VMAs were last night.
Yeah.
You are going to hear this on Sunday. It's now Wednesday. It was on Monday, so nearly a week ago for you if you're listening to this on Sunday.
Yeah.
A very odd setup.
I have no idea. All I heard that it was that the stage blew up when Olivia Rodrigo was on the stage or something.
That was put on. That was supposed to happen.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
See, that's all I've seen.
That's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing.
No, I just hate that. You know, they're like, there's nothing right. These, like, it's like timed comedy. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like live comedy and it's supposed to be a certain way and you're like, that just doesn't, like, it doesn't work.
Were they trying to like get that viral moment, like the slap?
Yeah.
The Oscar slap.
And it's like a producer runs on and rushes her off the stage and everybody's like, oh! And then she comes back singing and it's like, I don't know. Right. You know, it's just, I get it, but it's not. You have to let people, like the VMA moments that everybody remembers is obviously Miley twerking on Robin Thicke in America, like losing their minds.
Yeah.
Same year when Nicki Minaj went, yo, Miley was good. And they started that beat. Like those are like things, you know, when Kanye ran on the stage. Was that even the VMAs? I think it might have been.
I think so. And the Britney, Christina, Madonna was VMAs.
That was VMAs. And then Britney's Slave for You, which I didn't realise. So I only saw this the other day on TikTok. But that was her, Slave for You was one of her worst chart singles.
Was it?
It was like only 27 or something because 9/11 happened a couple of days later. And because everybody hated her being all sexy. Not mad. I'm like, personally, the cheerleader outfit in Hit Me Baby One More Time is a little bit more sexual, if you ask me.
No, Slave for You was quite a sexy video. She was all sweaty and up against the wall. And
yeah, but like...
It's not got to do with it. They're not...
It's same, no? Yeah. It's all...
But I mean, like, leave her alone. 9/11 is not her fucking fault.
No.
Like,
what I thought was gas about it, that was 2002. And I remember Christina Aguilera was like interviewed about it at the time. And she was like, hate, like, I'd never do something like that. And 1 year later came out with Dirty, literally exactly 1 year later. Fuck. And you know, Dirty also didn't do well on the charts. It did really well in the music video charts, but it didn't do well in the actual, like...
Yeah, well, it's not a great song.
No, it actually isn't. It's actually... It's the visual, it's the video.
It's the coming of ex-Tina. That's what it is.
It's the fact that she just had these
It was
rotten black extensions in her hair and all this other stuff. And then it was like, that was stripped, wasn't it? That was the stripped album.
It was the resurgence of Christina, and then the transformation into ex-Tina, which we all grew up on.
Yeah.
And we all thought it was like...
Isn't that mad?
We made stripped our personality.
Yeah. I think Dirty only got to like 42 or something on the Billboard.
I mean, it's closer to number one than I'll ever get, so I'm not going to take it away from ex-Tina. Do you know what I mean?
I know, I just thought that was all a bit gas. She was like almost condemning Britney for being a bit sexy and doing Slave for You. And then 1 year later, she's out here.
Yeah.
Assless chops and all.
Sure, look.
Assless chops and a lip piercing.
Yeah.
Off she goes.
I didn't know she said that about Britney.
Yeah. Not mad.
Fuck's sake.
I know, little bitch. But anyway, that wasn't what I wanted to talk about. What I wanted to talk about was Shakira got the Video Vanguard Award.
What the fuck is that?
You know, they give it to like Janet Jackson and Michael Jackson and, you know, like music legends.
Yeah.
And Shakira. And then the person who gets it generally comes up and does an L compilation, do you know?
Right, okay.
But like...
It's like the Nobel Prize.
Name 3 Shakira songs that don't have features.
That don't have features?
Yeah, that she's not featured on or isn't featured with somebody else.
Waka Waka.
That has a feature.
Is it?
Yeah, that's your man. I have it here, but anyway, that is a feature.
And it's specific
and it's a football one.
Like, yeah,
it's a football song.
World Cup. I don't know. She-Wolf, she did that on her own.
She-Wolf, okay.
She-Wolf
yeah,
is shit,
She-Wolf, it's shit. Yeah, that's fair.
Absolutely shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of like Hips Don't Lie I was about to say Jean-Claude Van Damme. Imagine!
Jean-Claude Van Damme was in that one. He's known to most people as Wyclef.
I have never been so confused in my whole life. Remember the video that she did with Beyonce? The way that they like merged into each other.
Beautiful Liar.
Yeah.
That was so confusing. I remember being like, what is going on
They're
here?
like the same fucking person. And I was like, what? What the fuck? And then I saw a screenshot today, which is not related at all, but it is about Shakira. And it was like somebody was after setting up an account. And you know the way you can pay for a blue tick now? So somebody set up an account, paid for a blue tick, and then tried to scam somebody. It was like, hello, my name is Shakira. I need like $600. Can you send it to me? And then at the end of it, it said, Samina mina, hey, waka waka.
Oh, must be her.
Somebody was like, holy shit, Shakira slid into my DMs.
Do you ever wonder why scammers are just so
Stupid.
bad at scamming?
Like, so bad.
Some of them are so bad at scamming.
I mean, I feel like scammers, I mean, the amateurs, like the first time scammers are like, oh yeah, this is how I'm going to make money. I mean, like this, they're already in a desperate place. They don't care.
No, but do you ever see the videos, again, on TikTok nowadays where they're like in call centres?
Yeah.
Essentially like a call centre full of scammers and they're flat out at it.
Yeah.
It's like they work for a business of scammers.
It's mad.
Imagine your induction.
Right.
Like, how do you even apply for that job?
Just don't give up. Don't give up.
Do you know?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I don't know. I don't know. It's strange. It was just the Zaminamina and the way it was spelt, waka waka at the end, like was just...
Now, what I will say
legit.
is...
Shakira.
Wherever, whenever.
Oh, yes. Of course.
Underneath your clothes.
Yeah.
And
but they're all our forced.
Ancient. That's what I mean,
Yeah.
ancient.
No, she didn't... I personally don't think... Who else has won this?
Like Michael Jackson. You know, Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson won it. I think Kanye might have got it at some point.
Right.
Beyonce definitely has gotten it.
I was going to say, has Beyonce
Yeah, Beyonce's gotten it. Like Madonna's gotten it.
Yeah,
like
okay.
big.
Those big people.
And I know that Shakira is huge, but I also don't know...
I don't put her in the same category as them, though.
Exactly. I just don't think Video Vanguard, like the whole idea is that they've like always had cool, edgy, different, deadly videos. I don't feel like that's her.
No,
like that She-Wolf one looks like it was shot in my back garden. With a couple of like
and
felt
it's a
props.
shit
Do you know what I mean?
Like,
It's
it's like Bobby did the keyboard on it. Like just the key change. Like, you know, just off, and then the fucking howling in it. My husky did that. Bobby's on the keyboard. Messi's on the vocals. Like, just
very true.
Absolutely shit. This episode is sponsored by fights you've had on holidays.
Why?
I don't know. They're on a different level. I'll preface. What is the preface? Preface. I'll preface this, right? If you didn't know, I walked away in Greece for a few summers, right? So I've been witness to this. Carry on, okay? There is a thing, and it's not scientifically, factually proven, but I'm going to go ahead and say we're 99% there. There is a thing called forced night syndrome.
Oh, is there?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
You have either the jet lag, you have the travel lag. It's always the first night you get there, you're excited, you're on your holidays. It's the day where, do you ever see Emma Doran, the way that she does these videos and it's like, fuck it, the weather's lovely. And she'll, like, literally anything can happen because, fuck, it's lovely out. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, fuck, I'm on my holidays. That's the mentality that people go in on the first day. And it's called forced night syndrome. And you just go fucking hell for leather. I always remember, but then can't really because I got so drunk, most of my first nights on a holiday.
Yeah, okay.
Like one of the summers we went away, the first night we robbed a boat, went out into the sea. Nice. It's a wonder we didn't all die. That
is a wonder, actually.
Yeah.
Who was driving?
Oh no, a few of us had oars. I think it was actually 3 oars. It was really uneven. There's a picture of us in the sea. We robbed a little boat. We didn't rob the boat. Boat was there.
Borrowed the boat.
It was there for the taking.
Borrowed the boat.
We took a little boat.
Joyride.
Made out of a few planks, probably.
Made a raft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was a few of us in it.
Okay.
We made it back to shore anyway.
No fights.
I'm here to tell the tale. It was just it was just madness ensued.
Yeah.
Do you know? And then like another one I can remember was a holiday. That was the night where I puked me ring and I learnt my lesson for the rest of the week, kind of thing. You know, just real. Forced night syndrome is definitely a thing. Yeah. But it does cause fights, especially I think just as you're transitioning from the whole travel of the day into the night. That's when it can really get fucked on you. Yeah. Do you know?
I just don't. I can't think of a time that I haven't had an argument.
Oh yeah, like now me and Adam have nearly killed each other every time we've been away. Like,
and I think it is the stress of traveling, like the first day of like actually traveling and whatever else, like, and it all kicks off. It's like somebody's not, as I said, you're not happy with how you got to the airport, how you got from the airport. The hotel isn't exactly what you thought it was going to be. The location isn't amazing. You're not happy with the pool. You don't like the room. The pillows aren't soft enough. The shower's a bit weird. Everything and anything. But do you think it's one of those, you know, when your expectation is so high?
You've been anticipating it. Like, this is the whole thing we talked about, like the girl math. You book this about 8 months in advance, so at this stage it's free and you're just like, this is the best thing ever. I'm going on a free holiday. And then you get there and it's like, this is a bit shit. Because
there's nothing I hate more. Like right now I'm in the middle of it. There's nothing I hate more than prepping for a holiday. Yeah. You just constantly feel like you've forgotten something. You constantly feel let down by yourself. Yeah. And it's almost like you transfer that to whoever's with you.
I feel like you need to change your mindset considering you go away so many fucking times a year.
I know, but I'm never not, like, I never am allowed to just, Jen, you can actually ask anybody. It does not matter. The week before I go away, something drastic happens every single time, hands down.
Well, it will if you keep in that mindset. You're a magnet for the drama.
I've never been able to just float away. Right. Like, I've never just been able to just go away without it being like
a big drama. And is it you or is it the people around you? Let's get to the bottom of this.
I don't know. It's probably a bit of both.
Yeah. Can you pinpoint?
I can pinpoint a few things. Yeah. Right. No, I can. It's just like the panic of me not being around for a week. Yeah. But then it's also, do you ever feel like you're kind of saying for ages, you're like, now I'm away, so I'm going to be away soon. Right, so I'm away. So it's almost you're building up everybody else's anxiety around it because you're like, I'm not going to be around. I'll be away.
I disagree because the first time I heard of you going away from Saturday to Saturday, again, the day that we record the podcast, was last Saturday.
No, I told you this.
Fucking months ago. I did.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, I have the mental load of my own schedule, Bobby's schedule, Adam's schedule.
Exactly.
The builder is in this week. I'm not fucking keeping tabs on your schedule. I need a reminder, bitch.
I know. Would it have changed anything? Fucking no. Sure, you had to sprint out the door last Saturday anyway.
No, I know, but like we could have done an extra episode. We're recording 4 episodes today, by the way.
By the end of this, I will be
fuckered.
Sent to the moon.
The both of us will be absolutely.
We'll actually be inserting you together.
There will be no need for melatonin tonight.
We won't be on speaking terms. This is actually the last.
It's actually good that you're leaving the country.
I need a fucking break.
Fucking hell. Yeah, no, it's one of those.
No, I feel like, and I think this is another thing, I feel like I'm an echo chamber. I tell people things and they don't listen. You know?
Well, I'm not one of them. You didn't fucking tell me.
I definitely did.
Months ago.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You're talking about Ray and Amy, aren't you? You've told them loads of times and they're still expecting stuff next week.
Oh.
Will you book a dinner next week?
Everyone. Fucking everyone. Shall we go out shall we go out maybe on next week, every single night next week? I'm not here. Oh.
Yeah. That's a melt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little melty. But yeah, there's a million, as I said, I've had some of the stupidest arguments with people on holidays because there is just something so charged up about it. I think it is all around the expectation.
It is, and they're usually about fuck all.
Yeah,
like
that's what I mean.
You wake up the next day and it's just like, oh, that's embarrassing.
Yeah. Like one time, me and my mate still, now again, I think I was just hammered.
Yeah.
But I got really upset and started crying because my friend wasn't standing where she said she would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That can really knock a girl, especially on holidays.
Full on fight. She was like, I had to go to the bathroom. Like I was like, and there was people, and I didn't feel safe. And the next day we were like, what was that about?
Like your ma changing sunbeds at the pool.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Well, you weren't there.
You weren't there. I'll come find you.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
That's a bit stupid.
Absolute lunatics. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we asked you. We asked
did,
you for your experiences. We've quite a few responses.
Yeah.
I'm going to go through the box. Carla's going to go through the DMs. We inevitably won't be able to get to the end of this, so we'll have to continue it on Patreon.
Yeah, exactly. So let's start off. Well, let's dive right in, shall we?
Dive right in, shall we? That's 17 minutes. Friend pretended to leave with an empty case because we made pasta for all of us without a whore.
Hold on, you made pasta. She was included. You made enough for her. You made a portion for her. No?
We made pasta in brackets for all of us.
Yeah, so that means
for all of us without her. But she wasn't there. She didn't know she was included.
So she didn't realise that she was getting pasta, got home, saw the pasta and was like, you made that without me.
Yeah.
That's a holiday fight.
Pretended to leave with an empty case. That is
I love that.
absolutely iconic. It's such a thing. I remember going on holidays years ago with me, like this was the extended family. So my sister got brought away years ago, but it was more so to babysit. And then it was like they had to bring me on a holiday then because they had brought my sister on a holiday, but I was way too young to babysit. And I was with them, but me, do you remember I said me 3 cousins who I call, they're like the Kardashians, but when they were kids they were like fucking wild. The amount of times my auntie pretended to pack the case to like send them home, do you know? It was so fucking, it just reminded me of that. I was like, packing the empty case.
It was dog rough, like it was like such a I've never done a pack the case.
Have you not?
I've had a pack the case done around me.
Yeah,
do you know,
I've been in the vicinity of a pack the case.
Am I bringing the rest of your shit home? You forgot all the stuff in the bathroom. Go on there. Do the proper sweeps.
The dress.
If you're fucking heading off.
It's the hangover and like you're probably pissed at the time as well. Like,
yeah.
Do you know?
It's just everything. And it's the heat. I think the heat does something to us. Like,
I can't cope.
Yeah, very, very bad, very bad. Me and my soon-to-be husband went to Disneyland a few years ago. Flight was at 7 a.m. on a bank holiday Monday, so I had a little sleep, but he had none at all. Picked him straight up from work at around 4. He's a bar manager in a hotel at the time. It was me getting tired, grumpy by the time that we were hanging around the airport waiting on a train. Between all the travelling, by the time we got to the park and we were trying to find the bus out to the hotels, hint, it's right outside the train station, you couldn't fucking miss it. Anyway, tiredness hit and I thought it was a different direction. Totally my fault, but I did blame him.
Oh yeah, you do.
Oh yeah. And we walked for ages pulling bags and getting snarky. Mostly me. barely talking by the time we eventually got to the hotel. We cheered up after a nap, and then I found out the poor bastard had been carrying a ring with him the whole time.
Oh.
He proposed to me at the fireworks that night after the grief I had been giving him all day.
Oh my God. So he just, God. What an asshole.
But again, this is just...
It's what happens. You can't help it. No, these things, they do. You get so pumped up. And it's like hard to kind of...
I also think I'd love to know the amount of people who have fought with their fellas because they were proposing. Because they get a bit weird, don't they?
They do.
Like, all of my friends have been like, they just get fucking weird in the couple of days up to it. And it's like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, yeah.
And they're like, no.
Yeah.
Fucking no, leave me alone.
They're just so tense and like... Ugh.
Yeah, you can...
Vulnerable.
But also... Most men are so the same. Do you get me? Like they
can't lie. That's
they
the
can't
thing.
lie.
For
They're so
shit.
flatlined. It's
Yeah.
like, you alright?
Yeah. You okay?
Bit
this is it. They nearly ruined the surprise because you fucking know by the way that they're acting like something's up.
Yeah.
You just know what's going to happen.
Very true.
I have another one here. Lost my friend in Old Vegas in McDonald's. Eventually found her at the back of the hotel. I was raging, so ate her burger in front of her out of spite. We're still besties, but had a rocky 48 hours. Our burger in front of her. That's such a holiday thing as well. We get so fucking childish.
And it's like, I'm not letting that go.
It's so childish.
You told me left.
Yeah.
You said left at the end of the road. We're after going right. We're after walking for 3 minutes in the wrong direction.
Is it like...
You'll pay for this.
Is it that we're in a different, like...
I think it's the heat.
Hemisphere? Like, what... Yeah, what causes us to go off the fucking... Like, it's like our...
Expectation and heat.
What's that thing? You know...
The chakra.
No, not the chakra. I'm, like, talking about... Do you know your... central nervous... I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but like you're in a different location, something has changed. It's just fucking... You can't cope with it, like...
Yeah.
You do. You just turn into an absolute fucking
gremlin.
nightmare.
Yeah.
An absolute
fucking gremlin. Right. Me and the fellow went to Santorini when Greece were on the green list during the first year of the pandemic. Passenger locator forms and all that. Of course, I was dragged for a random COVID test when we arrived in Santorini airport. Got to spend one night in that Instagram Santorini hotel. You all know the one. Before getting a call the next day to say that the test had come back positive.
Oh, fuck.
From that point on, killings.
Yeah.
He first wanted to flee the country there and then, looking at flights that day. I was having none of it. 2 fellas in hazmat suits came to our hotel to collect us and bring us to a COVID hotel. He was still adamant that we were going to do a prison break and get a boat to another island and fly home from there. We had to spend 2 weeks in the most dingy hotel in the middle of nowhere. Absolute killings for the first few days. He slept on the balcony the first night in a gorgeous sun lounger. She sent a photo.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh,
I mean, it can't be helped, but it is. Yeah. It's just, I'd fucking kill her.
And then I know, and then we got it. I know, and that's the whole thing, isn't it? Sorry, that's actually reminded me of another fight. And she sent a few photos of her fella on the balcony in that hotel. You all know the one, the one that has like a built-in pool into your balcony.
Yeah.
And she was like, "This was our balcony before we got turfed out like lepers." Meant to spend 5 days. I know. Meant to spend 5 days in Santorini, but we ended up being there for 17. I still don't know how we're still together.
Oh my God. Look, that's a make or break situation. That's really gonna test her.
The hotel.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, no, that reminded me and do you remember all the restrictions were changing like 1,000 times?
Couldn't keep up with it, yeah.
I remember Tom started the biggest argument with me one of the weekends because I was going into town to meet Claire and Lindsay, and he was like, "You're gonna get COVID," and I was like, "No, like chances are we're eating in fucking Stephen's Green. We had like a picnic or something."
Yeah.
I was like, "No," and he was like, "No, you're gonna get COVID and it's just gonna ruin everything." Fully, like preemptively was fighting with me.
Yeah,
fought with me for 2 days about this. Was like, "Don't go." I was like, "No." We were at a wedding with 50 people the other day. Sure,
it was just mad. Like where you were gonna get COVID and where you weren't.
Where you were and where you weren't. That's what I mean. I was like, was the COVID before or after the €9 sandwich? But there were so many changes to everything. I was like,
they were so fucking stupid, those rules. Yeah, you had to, even in the pubs and stuff, you had to have a fucking meal. Like, what?
I was like, you were out getting a fucking haircut, pal. So don't worry about me.
I know. Fucking mental. My sister-in-law didn't speak to me for a few days after I didn't want a salt and vinegar Lay's at the beach. No joke. She also stopped speaking to me when I didn't have time to curl her hair.
Yeah. Sounds about right. Sounds like a holiday fight, all right.
This is what I mean about like where we are in the world. I think we're just thrown. Hormones and everything. If you're just not in your comfort zone, that's it. Fucked. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, you're like, explain that.
You're in trouble now.
Yeah.
Don't, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like the most unreasonable fights, but they make so much sense at the time.
Yeah.
You know? Fucking.
But also, you're taking your like life into your hands.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
I couldn't like imagine being one of them families that travel. How the fuck do Katie and
I don't know.
Cora and fucking Luke do it? Like
they don't drink.
They don't drink. That's true.
And they're at it so long now, they're used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like there's a couple of families that do it.
And they're alone. Sorry, no, they're not travelling in a group. I feel like group settings are when fights start.
Not really.
When you're travelling around the world, yeah.
Right, okay, yeah.
Like when it's just the two of you and a baby, like who are you going to talk to? You don't speak the language. You're in the middle of a fucking village in the back arse of nowhere.
Me and Adam nearly fucking killed each other on our last holiday.
I'm talking about that in particular. I'm talking about travelling solo.
Yeah,
like long.
Pause.
They're used to it now. That's kind of what they know. No, every couple absolutely thumbs head off each other, and I'd love to know. There's actually probably less stories about people who haven't fought with their fellas on holiday, and I'd love to know how you avoid it.
Yeah,
you could let us know. Right into us.
Be great. Yeah. It's
Fella and friends, I don't know what it is. I think with friends also, it's a really different dynamic because you're so not used to. You know the way with your boyfriend, you're so used to like
a little tiff,
but you're also used to you're so used to conflict.
Yeah.
You're just like, we're gonna get over it. It's not that big a deal. But you don't fight with your friends.
You don't
anymore.
Generally, if you fight with your friends, that's it.
It's done. Mm-hmm. There's nothing like that has to, or there might be the odd kind of larger disagreement about something,
and then you sit down for your intervention or whatever.
And you sit down for your intervention. Yeah, you sit down for your prayer circle.
You get down to the crux.
Yeah, and you get the demons out of you.
After matter, yeah.
But I think when you're, and it's so, you can't travel with everyone. You cannot. I say this all the time. You just simply cannot travel with every friend.
No, not everybody is quite out for it, you know. Mm-hmm. It's just not one of them things. Mm-hmm. We're gonna have to continue this on Patreon. So I hope you join us over there. Before we go, though, I have an unpopular opinion. Now, don't fucking cancel me. Don't fucking come for me. I'm a mother. I know I shouldn't be fucking saying this about a child.
Oh, no.
But
I'm going to stop you there.
What?
Are you sure you want to say this?
Well, you can tell me after I say it, right? If it was too much or not. You know the videos going around of the Renaissance World Tour?
Yeah.
Where Blue Ivy comes out?
Yeah.
Blue Ivy is given 40% at most.
Do you ever see them things on TikTok and it's like dance with 90% smooth and it's 10% energy? That's what she's doing. That's
what I mean. I'm like... Now, she could be fucking exhausted. I mean, she's getting pulled around the world, to be fair to her. But to do it. The whole, like, and like it is, it's iconic. It's fucking Blue Ivy. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's you know, she comes out, she's dancing with her ma, that's great. But her dancing is not as good as the dancers. Like, she's had enough time to practice now, like, do you know what I mean? Just like, you should have gotten better at this stage. Oh, do you know what I mean? We're in the third leg. You're given less.
We've done Europe.
You started at 60, now you're at 40, love. Now, again, could be the exhaustion. Do you know what I mean? But I'm just not blown away when I see her dancing. That's all I'm saying. That's an unpopular opinion. I'm just not blown away by it. I think she could do better.
You think that child is going to do better?
If this child is going to be absolutely... She should be break dancing out of her tongue. No, that's what I mean. I'm a man. I know I shouldn't be saying this about a child, but when I see it, I'm just so underwhelmed. And I'm just like, obviously I'm seeing like the fans, the Beehive, and this is with the fucking, I'm afraid of the Beehive and like the gays and the days and all there, and they're all like, oh my God, she's fucking iconic. I'm like, calm down, she's not. Stop it. I need to stop myself from commenting. I'm like, no, don't comment it. But she's not, like, she could give more. She could be giving more. She's literally the best teachers there.
Jen's like, more energy, more passion. In the background,
You know?
clicking your fingers.
Like, just because it's always like this big anticipated moment where she comes out and I'm just like bored, you know?
Yeah, you're like,
terrible.
is she gonna come out again? Okay.
There's no change up. It's, you know, and she's so young and she's such a child. Like,
what age
you know,
is she? Like 12?
like she's definitely not fucking 17 or 18. Do you know what I
No.
mean? Like, she still is only a young one. Do you know?
Yeah.
That's what, and I know it's wrong saying that about her on a platform. But
I
that's why it's called an unpopular opinion.
I think you're right. It's the energy, not actually the actions.
That's it.
Yeah, it's like
Exactly.
if she was giving it welly and missing the moves, you'd be like, fair. You know,
Look at her,
she's
look at
having
her,
a
loving her,
ball.
like, yeah.
But like every time I see her, that girl looks like, here I'm
She
getting
looks
wheeled
bored.
out again. I get wheeled back in.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's so
She looks fuming. She's like, I have to do this again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's more so what it is. It does.
Yeah.
It feels off.
Yeah, you're like this. She's not enjoying this.
She's not a performer.
So you're
She's not-
just being a mommy. You're just trying to take care of Blue.
Does she want to be there though? That's the thing. And
By the look on her face, no.
No.
By
By
look
the
on her
energy she's giving now. You know? It's just really it's cause of who's it's like it's Nepo baby at its finest. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like she's getting away with murder here. Basically, that's what I'm saying.
Beyonce singing "You Won't Break My Soul." Blue Ivy's like, you did.
Yeah.
You achieved it.
I'm fucking wrecked here, man. Like,
My
stop.
soul's broken.
Does she
Consider me
then? Does she watch the show every night? Does she go back to the 4 seasons?
Yeah. But then if you're travelling with your ma anyway, do you mind? If you're being made boot and scoot around the world with her,
I'm like,
something to do.
what are the twins at? Where's JC?
They're not old enough to even get into it, okay? They're not old enough to even do a
I'm
1, 2
I'm
step.
very concerned about.
They're probably in
where
the
all
studio.
kids- They're
Probably in the fucking studio.
probably in the studio with Jay Z,
Yeah, they are. Probably.
providing backup
Yeah.
vocals. Do you know what I mean?
What are the twins' names again?
No idea.
No, actually,
No
it's
idea.
gas.
I'm
isn't it?
not like a,
They really went under the.
Yeah,
It's like Blue Ivy.
I'm glad
Nobody
I
could
don't
shut
know.
the fuck up about Blue
Yeah,
Ivy.
I'm
and
glad
then-
I don't know who the twins are. I'm actually really glad that I don't.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah, very true. Couldn't tell you, like, couldn't pick them out of a lineup. No
No.
idea who they are. Blue Ivy, I feel like I have a t shirt with her face on it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Against her will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a stamper before we go?
Of course I do. Carla's Stomper of the Week. In respect to Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I was gonna say, is this fucking Beyonce? Yeah.
I just remember that Wyclef does in fact have bangers.
He does, yeah.
And,
Are we not supposed to be like not supporting him though? I feel like he was
Wyclef
cancelled.
Jean?
Yeah, was he not cancelled over something?
Here, don't tell me that. No, he did all that stuff for Haiti.
No, but not years ago. Did he not do
No, I think he
something?
still does. Oh, God. Right. Well, anyway, sorry. Tough
Oh
tits.
no, sorry. He was a little bit on Irish Twitter. He was because he like thought we were British. I think.
Do you call us leprechauns or some shit?
No, I think he called us
Did-
British.
Oh, okay.
We were part of the UK. I think.
Okay, it won't connect, but anyway, guys.
I'ma send this one out to the Jimmins Club.
is this
Magic
one?
City,
I
New
do,
York
yeah.
Dogs, Rolex. I be seeing y'all up in there late at night.
yeah.
Wait, is this the extended cut?
Just 'cause she dancing go.
Right, turn it off because we keep getting banned on YouTube from all these.
Into the disco.
Every fucking Sunday, I get an email.
Me too, saying you've been banned on YouTube. You've been banned for copyright on content. I'm like, for fuck's sake.
It's because we play for too long. I think you can have 15 seconds.
Okay.
So we
Maybe.
need to. Yeah, okay.
Anyway, that's Perfect Gentleman featuring Hope. I'll never forget that video when it came out.
Yeah,
I remember being like, this is so fucking cool.
yeah. You couldn't. Well, we didn't really have much to go on back then, to be fair.
He should get the Video Vanguard Award.
Yeah,
Give it to Wyclef.
they're big. Fergie should get it. They're big productions.
Yeah, true.
Do you know?
Right.
Thanks a million for listening. We hope you enjoyed, and we will talk to you next week. Bye.